instead of giving it back, now you gotta take it. I said I was gonna give it to you. Must have been my ADHD. Disability is not that you don't know you had. So yeah, like if you okay, so they wait till you plan the whole thing, and then um, they distract you with something else, like making you feel like, dang, ain't you stressed out from thinking and planning and try to, because, but that's just like, if you use your imagination to make yourself feel better, or just doing some research on things, to just because you plan something don't mean you actually gonna do it. Wait until you can't wait no more, then say, well, I tried. False promises. Mm. So they purposely frustrate you to the point where you say, you know what, forget you, da 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 da. And then they're like, good, well, I ain't got to worry about you asking me for nothing, because, you know, figure it out yourself, no access. And this is because you had to figure it out yourself, that they can't have access to you, because when you ask them, they probably got a download about somebody, you know, or they trying to figure out why you're getting all these blessings when you're not really doing nothing, or they don't know what you're doing. But you could be receiving blessings from your childhood, from every time somebody tried to attack you, and you just continue to do it without expecting anything in return, because as a child you don't know what to do with these resources, like the gifts that God said he gonna give to you for doing this, you know. And the reason why they're not receiving it is because they have a motive, like, okay, well, maybe if I do this, I'll receive something. No, it's not that type of thought process that'll get you what you see somebody else having. The next chapter, a new car, 100,000 times 3. Somebody is procrastinating, for that karma, thinking you can move on to the next thing. Ask for help. Judge for how easy or simple. Don't want to look slow, embarrassed in front of people. So even if somebody came to you and asked you something and you gave them an answer, they're feeling like, dang, I'm so dumb, this and the third. And they get mad at you because you were able to figure it out. So then they start josting on you and all that other stuff. Work from home, a new business, bring you down to their level, taking your resources. But you went from having to not having to having to never being broke again. Even if I gotta stay with her forever, I still feel you would have been better. Hooked on you, you walked away. I know you mean what you say. Don't know you felt the same, or didn't know you felt the same. But that's what you get for assuming that. Banned from approaching divine feminine. As much as divine feminine may want to, it's gonna hurt divine feminine. Trying to set spiritual traps. Now they want to help, but you can't accept. Surrounding supporters don't help when you ask, not knowing that when they ask, you helped. Like, even though you helping them to raise their vibrations, it's only for the reward. They could care less about you and how you feel. Since the first offender didn't get divine feminine to take the fall, she recruited multiple, like a lot of people, to put fear in divine feminine, but divine feminine soft honored this person. Yeah, so people are receiving downloads, but they're not realizing that the person that they're receiving it from could be spying on them. They could be, I'm gonna call them a sniper, watching them to see, like, how can I manipulate this person to manipulate this person. Karmics were told to reverse, but they took it as getting divine feminine to say it. But they don't do it. Takes the blame, feels low vibe. Not knowing or understanding how things work. So I guess they thought because of how they looked that they could intimidate divine feminine, but unbothered. Didn't know how much attention you needed. That this divine masculine was the type to be used. Papa, hush. Divine masculine was the type to like being used. So he thought that this karmic was a good candidate to keep him busy. But now it's to the point where it's draining him and she's not helping him charge. She's draining him even more. Now he realizing, like, damn, what we doing to divine feminine, she doing to me. Like, she don't even care. She, you know. Divine masculine started seeing the negative energies that were dismissed. All the people he trusted. So all the people that no longer have access to divine feminine are the ones that he needs to stay away from. And he realizing that these are the people that told him to stay away from divine feminine. Only reason they were able to distract you, you cared and wanted to help. No connect. Don't have access anymore. Yeah. And that's that saying, is not everybody has the same heart as you. The same way you got him, the same way he leaving. So don't ever get too comfortable, is to make him secure. Make him know, like, I ain't going nowhere, this and the third. And be genuine with it. Don't be fake, because everybody's going to feel that fakeness unless eventually they'll feel that fakeness. But understand and don't assume. So just because you feel like, oh, I'm cute and I had his baby, that he gonna stick around forever, because once you stop fulfilling his needs, he's gonna go somewhere else to see where he can get those needs met. Reason why they want to attack you is because they can't reverse it. She talk too much, but it's self-defense. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be deemed a dark worker when I continue to do light worker things. And I proved myself already because I stood up for what I believe in. Don't say you need help from the person you're attacking. They was focused on the wrong thing instead of seeing a bigger picture. And because he mirrors who he's with, put you in a low vibe, fear, shut you up. Don't say that so they can. So that's why you should say whatever is on your mind at the time, because that's a download that needs to be put out. So there are new rules. Spent so many years on divine feminine, went back not knowing how to do it. And so now that they can't attack divine feminine anymore, they have to go back and do what, wherever they stopped trying and started manipulating divine feminine, they have to go back and pick up where they, and everything that divine feminine told them to do, they're trying to do it that way. But there's new rules, because that's the way divine feminine would do it. How would you do it? So there are new rules and regulations and things that have to be it says, why are you still doing it that way? And it raised some red flags, and it's exposure. So basically, if divine feminine wants to do something when they go back to pick up where they left off, they're going to be doing with divine feminine, and that's how you know who was a part of attacking divine feminine and they got exposed. I hope this makes sense to y'all.